What up, YouTube? Nate here from Thrift Dweller, and today going right into a pickup video. If you haven't checked out, well, I'm not gonna say it's part one of this video, but I shot a Q&A video where I responded to people's comments, and I enjoyed that very much. Leave your comment in the comments below, and if it catches my eye, or I have something interesting to say, or if you leave a question, I will most likely leave a comment, or I'll make a video like this responding to your comment. It's late, guys. Sorry about that. My hair is all fluffy. I explained this in the last video already. It's nighttime here. Like, I'm wearing my Christmas shirt again. Call me Mr. Slay. Why? I do not know why. How is everyone's New Year's resolutions going? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Today on the video, goosebumps in movies and video games. It'll be quick. Anyways, I was at the thrift store today, did another round of drop-offs. I had a 20% off coupon. Take a look at these stacks. When people ask about like 20% off coupons, where do I get them? Like this. Make it rain. Want some? Make it rain, baby. These are all 20% off coupons. I have at least 10 here. Anyways, let's start with round one. Ding, ding, ding. Shelf padding. Things that we got because they were cheap, not because we want to add them to the personal collection. I'll make an additional caveat to shelf padding. Because I have generationretro.ca, it's kind of like my convention store name. When you go to conventions, anything that we plan to resell, I'm just going to embrace it, reselling. I'm not a gamer. I'm a retro video game collector. And reseller now. 2020, the year of the reseller. I got these VHS tapes from Valley Village. They are $1.99 each, minus 20% off. But the reason I got them was because they came complete with like the bonus add-ons that you would have got. You see there's like a hologrammy thing there. And this one came with some sort of Pog-like thing. This is about the time where I fell out of love with Pokemon. Like, I was there at the beginning, like mid-90s when Pokemon was hot. Like, I wasn't a super fan. I loved the television show. We had a friend named Matt. What's up, Matt? He was the bigger Pokemon fan. Like, he had all the cards. He had all the games on his game. Like, he was a really hardcore Pokemon fan. Do people care about the insides of these things? I think I'm gonna resell these. Like, when I say I resell things, I'm not a professional reseller. I mostly go to these trade shows and conventions and resell things on eBay because I enjoy it. More the convention things, not the selling online thing. I have an eBay store, Generation Retro. That's kind of the reason I chose that name. I never liked the name Generation Retro. It was just available on eBay, and I took it as my eBay store name. And now I embraced it for all conventions that I go to. But the reason I started that was because more or less I enjoy the whole convention vendor aspect of it. Hanging out with my friends, meeting other vendors, meeting people who come as patrons to the convention. And like, one of the goals I have for every time I set up at a show is not to sell things to you. Obviously, we need to sell things to make up the money to justify us being there. But really, I just want to cover expenses. But I want to have an interactive table where people can, even if they don't buy anything, got to play a game, got to interact with us, got to do something, you know? Because that's truly what is fun to me. Anyways, $4.99 minus 30% off. I don't know if you can see that. Puzzle Kingdoms for the Wii. Basically just got this because I had a 20% off coupon, so I wanted to pad it on. And I don't own this game in my Wii collection, so officially this might have been in round 2. But whatever, we're putting it here because I'm sure this game is craptacular. That's the end of round 2. Ooh. And last thing for shelf padding, I got a bunch of Goosebumps here. I have all these already, so nothing really crazy. I'll just kind of show them to the camera so you can reminisce about Goosebumps from back in the day. But a lot of these were condition upgrades for me. This is one of the few Goosebumps I actually owned as a kid. This one, I will always buy this one. I feel like this one, I have resold Goosebumps before, and Horrorland, One Day at Horrorland really always sells well for me because I think people remember this the most. I believe this was episode 1 of like the first of the Goosebumps show on like YTV and stuff. I think people really associate with that one. So, ooh, these ones I got because they still had the trading cards inside. Where are they? There they are. Boom. And the ones I have on the shelf, maybe I'll show it in this video, don't have these trading cards. Actually, they don't even say. I keep variants or variations of the same book. So this one says trading cards inside. The other one I have does not say that, so I will be keeping both. This is a heavy condition upgrade for me, and yes, this one also had the cards inside. Do I read Goosebumps? Yes, I do. Last year I read 3 or 4 of them, but I'm not going to say it felt like a waste of time, but it was the equivalent of me watching a television show. It didn't really enrich my life any, so I want to just dedicate more of my reading to actual intellectual endeavors as opposed to just reading for fun. Ian's such a geek. He reads for fun. And shout out to Neil. You guys should have seen him in a couple convention videos. He gave this to me out of the goodness of his own heart. This one is actually one that I am missing. It's number 38 in Goosebumps, the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. Look at that. Reminds me of one of my favorite shows on Netflix that I don't think is coming back. Santa Clarita Diet. Really good show. I loved it. Nathan Fillion was on it. He wasn't in season 2, but he was in season 1. Anyways, round 2. Ding, ding, ding. No cheaps. Things that we got because we want to add them to the collection, but they aren't necessarily the best pickup of the video. That's the last round. Anyways, only 2 things, not video game related. DVDs. Tupac Shakur, Thug Angel. I've been kind of... I don't know what I'm doing with my DVD collection. I've just been focusing on buying things that had relevance to my experiences as a teenager growing up kind of thing. So, always Tupac, a big part of my childhood. And a movie that I watched because my auntie had it on VHS from Columbia House. Damon Wayans as Major Payne. And the maple syrup, the best pickup of today's video. I dipped into the factory sealed game again. The factory sealed honey hole. This is from my buddy Rick, Retro Bomb Collectibles. Check him out on Facebook. Yeah, I'm sure it's okay. I'm not going to give his real name. But anyways, Silent Hill Shattered Memories for the PS2. This has kind of gone up, factory sealed, actually. Is there a factory sealed craze right now? I believe there is kind of a speculative bubble for factory sealed games. I believe that the market's still trying to find itself right now. Sorry, this one's already in a comic book bag. It's all sealed up. But I did verify this as factory sealed from, it didn't have the top part there. Not all PS2 games had the security sticker at the top. After, I think, halfway through the PlayStation's life cycle, they stopped doing that. All PS1 games should have it. But, it does have the Y-fold flaps, indicative of factory. Actually, it still has the original price tag at the top there. So, I'm confident this is legit. Rick did hook me up with a solid there. Really do appreciate it. We made a bet, actually, because I owe him a little bit still on it. But I might owe him a little bit less if Conor McGregor loses and if Cowboy Cerrone wins. Like $5. So, go Cowboy! Woo! I hate betting against Conor, though. I like Cowboy, though. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you very much for checking out the channel, helping me clean out a little bit of these pickups on my desk here. Don't forget to subscribe to the video. Leave your comments in the comments below. Check out my responses to people's comments. Just subscribe. It's all there. And I might respond to your comments. But yeah, that's it for me, Nate. Thanks very much. Peace. Take care of yourselves and each other.